Today is Friday, July 16th, and today, snatch singles, clean and jerk singles in my singlet as we are approaching the meet date, 2 weeks and 1 day out now. And so normally I do some sort of main-ish lift after snatch and clean and jerks on Fridays, like either usually front squats or panda pulls, but now that we are approaching the meet day, today was just basically just the comp lifts and then pull-ups and abs. Today didn't go great overall, I think, but I do think I am making some strides of progress in my snatch, specifically regarding the problem I've been having for the last several sessions, where I lose control of the bar after extension with my upper body, and I'm basically just extending, and once it's in the air, I don't have control of it, and I just sort of dive down and pray that I'm able to catch it, which is not good, and it's sort of made me fail even weights that are that should be sort of or that I would like to be mindless, if that makes any sense. Not mindless in the sense that, I'm not actively thinking or anything like that, but more so in the sense of it being a weight that I should be able to hit anytime, anywhere. So, the last few sessions I've missed 70 kilos or like 155 or even 60 kilos or 135 relatively consistently. But regarding that particular issue, I think I made some strides today, because one thing that I noticed, and I mentioned this in an earlier training log, but I don't do the thing where I extend and then pull and pray on my cleans, and I was like, okay, what am I doing differently on my snatch that I'm not doing on my cleans? And one thing that I realized was that I am thinking a lot more about pulling up and back with my elbows after I extend on the clean, but I'm not doing that so well, or even really thinking about that on the snatch. And fundamentally, the snatch and the clean are pretty much the same at its core, or at their core. And I sort of realized, and I was thinking about it, like me pulling on the bar, pulling up and back with my arms and my elbows on the clean, as a result of me pulling on it, the bar is either coming to me or I'm moving towards the bar. And I realized that that's something that, lets me stay taller and catch the bar higher and get control of the bar higher up without needing to sort of dive down. And so once I sort of realized that, I came in today trying to apply the same idea, trying to think about the same idea of pulling my elbows up and back, and in hoping that me being a little bit more active with my upper body with the bar will help me keep control of the bar better. And so, things went well in that regard. I think a product of me sort of pulling and praying, like I mentioned a few seconds ago, has been failing warm-ups at like 135, 155, and 175. But today, these warm-ups felt great. 175 felt super easy. And then this next warm-up and then that warm-up after that, both feel really solid. And so 190 is about around 85 kilos, and that felt very, very solid. And then 200 is a little bit over 90 kilos, and this also felt solid. But I guess the problem is more in these working sets where I bumped up 5 pounds. And I originally wasn't even planning to stop here. I was like, oh, I'm kind of on a roll. Like, I should be able to keep going. And then there, I was I don't think I should have missed that, honestly. Like, that should have been a make. That should have definitely been a make. But I basically end up having to stay at 205 for the next, or for all of my 5 work sets, even though I was hoping to exceed that because I felt like I was kind of on a roll. But I think the main sort of issues here it's less to do with the pulling and praying thing, which is good, because it's sort of like that problem's, I don't want to say fixed, but that's not really like the main issue here. But you can see besides my first set, all of my other 4 sets, after that, I missed them forward. And I think a problem that's sort of overarching between all 5 sets, not even just the last 4, is that I'm getting a little bit behind the bar because of I don't put myself in a great start position. My weight is pretty behind the bar, and it becomes more of a pull than it becomes a push, or than it is a push. And so, I'm sort of way behind the bar after I extend. And so even though the bar sort of does loop a little back, like does that little hook thing at the top to put it just in the right spot, because I'm behind, it still feels like it's forward. Which, and I mean, I guess I didn't miss it forward on that first set, but in any case, me being a little bit behind the bar is certainly an issue. I also think if you watch my first set and compare it to the other 4 sets, I think honestly, like, I just need to be more proactive about like pushing up against the bar, because you can see like all of those sets, the bar gets into a place where I could make it, or I should be able to make it. But I think I may have been just focusing a little bit too much on the elbow thing, and so focusing on the pulling aspect and not enough about the pushing aspect. But hopefully next time around, I'll sort of get the hang of the pulling the elbows, like that concept. I'll get a hang of that a little bit earlier on, to the point where I don't have to like focus on that and have that be my main thing, so that I can sort of allocate more mental energy to pushing up against the bar. Because I think that was the thing that sort of, I think I was maybe a little scared or too late to push up against the bar, which is why I failed those. So that's why I think I've made some strides in the snatch, so that I can somewhat avoid that crashing down on me / pulling and praying problem. But still, overall, it wasn't great. So I wasn't super happy. I can say that now, after having watched through these videos and having had some time off after the session. But after I finished my working sets, I wasn't very happy. I was quite upsetty spaghetti, as Aaron would say. And so I kind of carried that. I wasn't super pumped about doing these clean and jerks, and I feel like I wasn't able to like bring out my full like focus or like power, honestly. There I sort of, 1, send it very forward, but 2, it wasn't very good because I sort of get disconnected from the bar. Like you can see daylight between the bar and my chest in the dip, because I'm just going too quickly and not controlling it enough. And so there I made the adjustment, and then because clean and jerks have been feeling well, I was aiming for 270, which is 5 pounds above what I did last week, and would be an all-time PR. Maybe not on the clean, but on the jerk. But I unfortunately get stuck here at 260. This was supposed to be my last warm-up, but ends up just becoming my working sets. And so set 1, same sort of thing where I get disconnected. You can, again, see daylight when I dip. And the second one, same thing. Yeah, same thing. You can see it jump. Yeah, just not good. And then third clean and jerk, I sort of just give up, because I'm aware of the fact that whatchamacallit, I'm aware of the fact that it's doing that sort of disconnecting where I lose a lot of power and my drive just becomes way inefficient. And so I'm trying to control it a little bit more, but like in trying to control it, the bar just feels way heavier because I'm just slowing the tempo down a little bit too much. And the same thing happens for this fourth jerk. I just kind of give up because by the time I get to the bottom of the dip, it just feels super heavy. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not in a, I think mentally I was not in a great spot. But anyways, after that I did pull-ups. And that's about it. Yeah, don't feel particularly great about today, but we'll see how it goes. Just want to put up a total. That's the goal. So 2 weeks in 1 day.